Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Looking for a gap. It's Ncaa. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. After the big first down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners! And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Rebels line up to punt it away. 3-and-out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Try and play action. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The give to the tailback. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Excellent. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll run for it on third and short. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in an empty set. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now rolling to the left. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out. Look, no shot to get back in this game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Rebels will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown Sooners.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Scanning the field is Simmons. Coming after it. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Rebels will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an...
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit. Make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky. If it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch down the right side. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Smashes finishes it with the stiff arm. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Takes a handoff. It's Ncaa. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. They're bringing a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. To the air, it's Simmons trying to get to him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's spinning his ears back again.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ncaa. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They go to the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Play by the speed, Mac. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy to the ground.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Sooners are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. The option look. Touchdown Sooner! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Personal foul.
And the extra point was good. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. That's caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to run for it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The running back has it.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass on the way, it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick and get to the first down mark.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I think Jesse and Reese can call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
To the ground with the back. Oh, look out! And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking for space. It's Speedy. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. The give. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the...
This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. And the Sooners will kick this away to get us going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
He hands it off from the gun. He breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Pass not complete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the pass is batted down, broken up on fourth down. What a play. So Alabama's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line, it's Haynes. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they'll get him down that time.
All right, now what are you going to do here? You have enough confidence in your offense to punch it in from the 1? These are the kind of scenarios you practice over and over during the week. This head coach has got a big decision here to make.
Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it in fourth down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Come to the line for second down and very short now. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. First down here for this offense. And they hand it off to the back. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Sooners line up on first and 10. Here comes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3. We'll give it to the back. tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. They continue to pound away on the ground. Banks up at 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Powering through. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Time for one more play here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. As with the quarter break, Kirk, Oklahoma has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fights through the tackler. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Oklahoma 14, Alabama 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive...
And that one's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll give it to the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He'll throw it now. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a 4th down. And they will trot out the field goal team here. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return begins inside the 10. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. And he's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. With the catch, it's Gibson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Hard running there, breaking tackles. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get 1st downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And the Sooners trying to cash in here in the red zone. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes for speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run. Because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Makes a quick grab. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking downfield, it's Johnson. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Big gain, catch made at the 30.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The Sooners will have to kick it away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone. The offense takes a timeout to talk things over. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this deep, begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Getting set. Here's second down. A quick throw out left, complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, we're going to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Off the play fake on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Eludes the rush. Snags the quick throw.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. Short connection to the tight end here. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. That sack sets up a second down and very long. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. That's caught. It's Anderson.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. Using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. He'll take a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back gets the football. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Prentice. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. And they go in front here in the second half. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. Going to bring up second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to extend the play. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space make it.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through the defender. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the tide runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Grab down the middle. It's Ncaa.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. When you put positive yards and back-to-back plays, you start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls in the catch. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. To the line to set a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Ncaa. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And a sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it,
here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Johnson. Close to the tight end. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
That's a first down for the offense.
First and 10 now for the offense. Using his legs, it's Barnes. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Powers through a tackle. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
Boy, anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, you get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy. A crucial moment here. The shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. On the move, looking deep. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, Bama. Made the defense look slow that time.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays.
Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. The Sooners will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Volunteers want to move quickly. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll do it himself. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So Oklahoma's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Ncaa. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Sooners are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for space to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Nimrod. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Second down now after the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by play action. Oftentimes